This film is made with love for Mayland and Maylandsea. The images you will see come from public archives and public domain sources, fragments of history that belong to everyone. Using modern tools, including artificial intelligence, these still moments have been gently brought to life, not to change the past, but to help us feel closer to it. In the middle of the 19th century, this place was still deciding what it would be. The sea had been pushed back but not forgotten. The land was new, held in place by walls of earth and will, tested by every tide. And yet, people came. They came not for grandeur, not for industry on a grand scale, but for space and for quiet, and for the promise of ground that could finally be trusted. The sea walls had changed everything. Built and rebuilt through the mid-1800s, they made permanence possible. What had once been marsh and uncertainty became fields, tracks, plots, and slowly homes. Mayland did not arrive all at once. It gathered itself. Cottages rose carefully, low and practical, their backs to the wind, their windows turned toward the light. Roads followed the safest lines, remembering where water once ran. Life here was shaped by effort, but softened by peace. Days were measured not by clocks, but by weather, by light, by the turning of seasons. The mill stood as a marker of that life. Built in the early 1800s, it caught the wind that crossed this reclaimed land, grinding grain for a growing community. A sign that Mayland was no longer temporary. To the east, Maylandsea lived by the river. The black water carried trade, boats and working days. Fishing and boat building tied the village to the water, even as the land behind it grew firmer with every year. Together the two places balanced each other. Land and river. Families put down roots. Gardens replaced rough ground. Paths became streets. This was never a loud place. It did not compete. It offered something else. During the wars, the village watched and waited. The estuary became a boundary, a line of defence, a horizon scanned in silence. Even here, history passed close enough to be felt, but Mayland did not rush to follow. Houses improved, roads strengthened. The seawalls rose higher, reinforced and trusted, but the character remained. People came for the same reasons they always had. For air that moved freely, for space between neighbours, for mornings that began quietly and evenings that returned to stillness. Today, Mayland is vibrant in its own way. Not busy, but lived in. A village shaped by choice rather than pressure. A place where people come to slow down, to raise families, to step back from the noise without stepping away from life. The marsh still borders the village. The river still moves at its edge. The walls still stand. Mayland is proof that settlement is not just about land. It is about intention, a decision made in the mid-1800s and renewed by every generation since, to build, to stay and to live quietly. Mayland has been my home for the past 20 years. My wife and I have both worked here, raised our children here and built our lives in this village. Like many others, we didn't just move here, we became part of it. Living here sparked a curiosity about the place, its people and the quiet history woven into the land and the river, to reflect on where Mayland has come from. This film is a small attempt to honour that history and to celebrate the community that continues to shape it today.